I'm LaVern Vivio from the Blaze TV, and this is Wide Awake. I want to welcome you to the Think Tank. This is the latest renovated space here at Mercury Studios, and you can kind of see it's got a little ocean theme going on. And so I thought it'd be perfect setting to bring you a little bit of science. And maybe not science like a lot of people would expect, but science from the author of all science, what God has to say about it. And for some, a lot of people in the world, that's a contradiction right there. Because how many times have you turned on something in the media where you've seen a believer and a non-believer going at it? Because the non-believer has challenged somebody that believes in God. Well, if you believe in God, what, do you not believe in science? As if they don't work together, that they don't validate each other, that they contradict each other. And it couldn't be anything further from the truth. There's an early scientist that lived in the 16th and 17th century, a German scientist named Johannes Kepler, who said it best. He said that science is just us thinking God's thoughts after him. And it couldn't be any more true. There's so much evidence in the world around us. When you look at creation, you can see the intricate design and know that there had to be a creator involved. But we also have very, very tangible evidence in the words that were written in the Bible and preserved for us. So much, as a matter of fact, we're going to do several installments from the Think Tank about just some of the ocean science evidence that you're going to find within these pages. But I want to start with one that I just recently found out about. It was during a meeting that I had with David and Cheryl Barton about this. This is the Founder's Bible. We brought it to the live-hosted commercial segments that we do here at the Blaze, and we were having a meeting. And during that time, we started talking about some of the evidence ministry I do, and they asked me if I'd ever heard the story of Matthew Maury, and I had not. Well, they shared it with me, and it's actually on page 803 here in the Founder's Bible. But what happened? Matthew Maury was a naval officer in the 1800s, mid-1800s, and he was injured while on shore leave. While he was in his sickbed, somebody was reading to him, and they came across a passage, and he asked them to read it again and again and again. It was Psalms 8:8, and it talked about the pathways in the sea. And Matthew Maury said, if God says there are pathways in the sea, then there must be, and I'm going to find them. And he did. He was the first oceanographer, the first person to chart those streams, those current streams that move faster than the waters around them. And he found that if ships would sail in those current streams, those pathways in the sea, that they could greatly reduce their travel time. He revolutionized naval travel from that point on. And that's just one example of us thinking God's thoughts after him and then declaring science as if we're so smart. God and science don't contradict each other. They validate each other. And that's something that's just one thing that I'm hoping to help you see so clearly in this series. So till next time, from the Think Tank at Mercury Studios, God bless and Lastio, y'all.